Hi y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel, Little Ways, Little Things, and I am outside in the hot, blazing Texas sun because I have an outdoor video to film for you today, and I hope you enjoy it. It's sort of weird, but we've been having a problem in our backyard, and I kind of alluded to it in an earlier video, and I kind of mentioned restocking our pond, but it's just a little bit strange. I don't know how to start this video, so let me just jump into it. We have a pond full of comet goldfish in our backyard, and they started disappearing. And we'd come outside and there'd be a few missing, or there'd be, you know, a couple missing, but we never found their little bodies. They weren't floating dead up or anything, they were just missing. And then one day we came out and they were all gone. And I know the first thing that came into my mind was aliens, but it wasn't aliens. What we think it is some type of heron. And the reason we think that is because we started catching them. We'd come outside and catch them in the pond. And I'm pretty sure that the herons took all the fish one night. And they actually didn't take all of them, they just took the big ones. We had some teeny tiny babies left and they're growing. So what we thought we would do is try to just like protect those babies as best as we can. I actually found the nest. That's how we know it's herons, besides finding them in our pond. In our next door neighbor's driveway, we found the nest, and it's huge. And I looked through like all these books to try to figure out what it was, but there are 4 of them and they're nesting in there, and I'm going to try to get some video to put in here to insert. But anyway, that's our problem, and so I thought that I would show you today how, and it's a really steamy, hot 98-degree day here in Houston, but I'm going to do my best to kind of show you what we're doing to protect our fish. This is our beautiful backyard, and we are so blessed to have it. We do love this pool, especially on hot days. It's so fun to put your feet in it and splash around. But the main reason I love our backyard is because of all the wildlife. We're always finding tons of things to watch back here. We've seen snakes, lots of frogs, tree frogs, dragonflies, all kinds of birds, butterflies, all kinds of interesting things. I'm going to put some shots in of all the things we've seen recently. One of the reasons I think we have so much wildlife is because of this really cool pond. This pond was here before we got here, and it's got lots of fun things in it, but we've had to put this net over it, as you can see, because of the heron issue. It's full of these baby goldfish, and I think I can slow the video down and let you see one as it darts by right there. And that's just a baby. This pond was full of huge adult goldfish until the heron came along. So now it's just full of those little baby ones. That's why we have this net there. So I'm going to take you along and show you how we are kind of trying to protect the fish and see how we can solve some of our heron problems. So I'm going to take you back a couple of hours, and we're going to start out at Nelson's Water Gardens, where we always find what we need for our pond. We're out at Nelson's Water Garden, and we're going to try to see if we can fix the situation with our fish and our pond. These guys are really helpful, so I'm going to show you a little bit about what we're going to do inside. And it's very hot here in Houston. I'm wearing some sunglasses and a hat, which my daughter said makes me look like I'm fixing to go on a craft cruise. So I'm not going on a craft cruise. We're going on a scavenger hunt to see if we can figure out how to keep those birds from eating our fish.
7 foot by 10 foot?
I think it is...
It's not longer than 10 feet.
No, I think it's 8 feet. I think it's 5 by 8. I'm not for sure.
So this should be plenty good.
Summer came like rising waves.
feeding frenzy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Basically, the ones that the birds ate out of our pond are running about $23 each, up to $37.50, which means they probably ate about $230 or more, closer to $400 worth of fish.
Cinder block with a big piece of flagstone on top of it. Something that they can hide under that the birds can use. That's why I built a little house. The one on the corner. Yeah, that's the right side. Alright. Alright, let me give you this. And I'll grab the lily for you, okay?
Thank you.
We'll have this stuff ready for you. Go to the left.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom, would this scare them? Okay, so here we are back at home and we are already starting to clean out the pond. Every so often we get some string algae in there and we put a little bit of chemicals to kind of keep the string algae from growing, but we have to clean out some of the one that's already in there. So you can clearly see some of the little fish that are in there. There's quite a few babies. These are very tiny compared to the ones that the birds took. But anyway, we're going to get started cleaning the pond. We're going to take out the string algae and then get started with the cleaning of the filter. Oh, I wanted to mention that the fish that you're seeing inside the pond are combinations of gold and black, and some are solid black and some are solid gold. So that's what we've always had in there. And also, that's one of our lilies that died. It didn't make it through the winter, so we bought another lily to replace it. So we're going to be doing that as well today. This is the hardest part of the whole job, I think, and that's getting around the corner of the house because we have all this ground cover and it's so thick. And one of the things that we're going to be doing when it dies back a little bit this winter is cleaning this out really well because it's really starting to bug us. So I'm going to try to make my way back to the side of the house where my husband has already started working on cleaning out the filter of the pond. This is the filter, and as you can see, it's full of that string algae. That's what my husband needs to clean out. That's all the pool stuff that goes to the pool, and that's little shed is where he keeps the chemicals. And he's already back there cleaning off the first screen that he removed from the filter. I'm going to speed it up and let you see how we clean out the rest of it.
Shining over clear as a California day.
So that's it for the filter in the back. I think he said that he does it about once every 6 weeks. Next thing that we're going to do is go to the front of the pond and clean out the string algae from the pump and kind of get the front of the pond situated and also get the lily planted. While my husband is doing that, I'm going to show you what the cause of all of this has been. Well, there they are, the offending birds. I don't know if you can see the ones in the nest very good. It's so high up, so I'm going to do my best. I know the camera is not super stable, but I think you can see that one standing there on the outside of the nest, and then there's 2 inside of the nest where the little arrow is pointing. And they're always there. There's a 4th one that kind of comes and goes throughout the day, so I don't know if the ones in the nest are like the females and the other 2 are males, or if they're like young ones and the other one is the mom and the dad goes out hunting. I really don't know, but according to the books that I was reading, it is common for them to nest communally. So anyway, I'm pretty sure they're herons. We have had lots of other kinds of birds in our yard. We've had hawks, and we've had these, which I think are great blue herons, which were also eating some of our fish. At the pond across the street, I also took this picture 2 years ago of a roseate spoonbill that was in that pond. So these birds are all over, and I know they're after my fish. Anyway, if you know anything about these birds, or you know what they really are called, or any kind of details about them, or you've dealt with this before in maybe a pond or something on your property, please leave me a comment down below so I can just learn everything about them. I am having a great time watching them. I don't trust them around my fish, but it is really cool to have them nesting so close to our house. Well, now we're going to get back to finishing up cleaning that pond and getting everything ready to put the net on. The next thing that we're adding to the pond is hornwort, which is a type of plant that gives oxygen for the fish. It clears the water and it allows a place for the fish to dart around and hide in. So it's really, really good for the ecosystem in the pond, and we add some about every 6 weeks or so. So the next thing that we're going to do is try to figure out how to attach that net to the pond so we can keep those pesky birds out.
As long as you're around, this moment plays on like an anthem. Oh, you keep me wild. All the stars in the sky, all the lights on the highway. Oh, they keep us coming alive. Grab my hand.
Well, the last thing that we're going to do is stick this rubber heron into the pond, into one of the lilies, but Tom's going to come around behind me and make sure that it's up straight. This is how the pond looks when it's finished. I think it's really gorgeous, and the baby fish are going to be very safe in there. The big blue heron is really, really cool, and I'm glad they recommended it to us. It's a lot better than the other recommendation they had, which was just throwing rocks at the birds. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching how we keep care of our outdoor pond. If you're new around here, welcome. Please give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload a video.